Straight ahead, it's Irving. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Braylon Trice there to meet him. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Right back to Irving now. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Divine Diablo there on the tackle.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Alert, 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 alert! Done.
From the gun on 3rd down. Throwing the out route complete. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Throwing out to the left, cut! And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that will set up 1st and goal. Irving on the inside give. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more. Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Irving. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Mayfield now on 3rd and goal. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
That is a wow. Maybe that's a double wow for me. 2 sacks in the previous 3 snaps. I can really criticize quarterbacks, and too often I do, to get rid of the football, but that is about a defensive effort. Knowing what's on the line when you get into situations in the red zone, Kate, can't do it much better than that. Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
The return manages to get just beyond the 30.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
They've got first down from the 31. They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. Oh, he drops a cut to the right sideline. All the way, that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons finish off their opening drive. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And he's brought down for a loss. The rookie from Michigan there that time.
It's a loss of
Offense
2.
to the line for second down.
And 12 at the 28-yard line.
Once again, Irving. This is ahead for about 5. Braylon Trice there to meet him. That's 5, it looks like, on the play, so now it's going to be 3rd and 8.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Good. Regular. What's that?
3rd down, here's Mayfield. He has the first over the middle. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's good enough for a Tampa first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's the give to Irving. And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first.
With the score, Falcons 7, Buccaneers 3.
Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They'll have it 2nd and 8.
Done.
On the give, this is Irving. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Tampa Bay in punt formation now. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. And that kick a little too well struck. He drives it into the end zone for a touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Has a hole left, room to run. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons now lead by 10. A game-breaking play there, stunning the defense and giving this offense one for the highlight reel, baby.
Yep, just put another one on there, Kate. He is a threat to score anytime he touches the ball. The defense, well, they had him ready to go. They were ready to body him up in coverage, but receivers today, and we see it all the time, the best of them, they don't just do it through the air. They can use their legs as a weapon. That's a big-time touchdown run.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Good. What's that?
Running right, it's Irving. We're working a couple of yards past the line. In on the tackle is Jonathan Cooper. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Done.
They give to Irving, left side. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards across those last 2 carries. It's 3rd and 7.
Alert, 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 alert. Run, run, run.
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. That's caught for the first. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 48-yard line.
Handoff headed right, Irving. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Pistol.
From the gun, Mayfield. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Looking for Chris Godwin that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. The Buccaneers out and into punt formation. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. This one carries out of bounds. Not the greatest field position awaiting them. It's spotted at the 11.
At their own 11-yard line.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
60 by 6. Ready? Go!
From the shotgun, Penix. Got a man, it's London. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. A handoff for Robinson, running right. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Raymond James. The Falcons pushing for points.
Let's go!
First down, and they go right back to it. And he's brought down for a loss. Offense up to the line fast. Second and 12 behind the sticks. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine. Surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Set. Hey, alert 33. What's that?
Mayfield thrown out of the pistol. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 15 at the 25-yard line.
Set. Real. Set.
Another try following the sack. On target to Godwin. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons might be able to get some points late after the interception. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
It's no good. He needed more leg, and he sent it too far right. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's a return from the 7. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half, and that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
On first down, here's Penix. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Stopped that time by Jamel Dean.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Throw reeled in by London. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
First and 10, or under Robinson. They get 13 on the pickup, and the Falcons will have a first.
A split second, all but kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution was pretty well done, too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
Here's 2nd and 2. Finds his target, Robinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates...
Touchdown, Atlanta! Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Extra point by Koo is up and good. And the Falcons grow their lead yet again. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Good. Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Watch out!
Baker out of the pistol. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough.
They're on him again, and he goes down again. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Hey, alert, alert! Alert, alert! Regular, regular, regular! Watch out!
Here he is on 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Collects this at the 32. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. He manages 13 on this punt return. And the Falcons will take over. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Running left is Robinson. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here's 2nd and 7. Fits it through the middle. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. Ball at the 33 for 1st down.
Let's go now!
Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Play brought to an end by Jordan Whitehead. Halfway there on 1st down, that brings up 2nd and 5. Penix here from the gun. That one's complete to London. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Going right side, Robinson with it. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Elliott will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line. Offense in the hurry up here. Again, here's Elliott. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Now Penix on 3rd and goal. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Now they'll get some time to mold this decision. They'll have 4th and goal after the break. It's Falcons football as we start the 4th. They hold a commanding advantage here. Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Trying for it with Penix. Rolling out to his left. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Falcons continue piling it on here in the 4th. Michael Penix Jr., the touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Good. Kings, Kings, Kings. What's up?
Mayfield now from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. Defense getting in on the fun, Brock, with that 4th quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick 6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense, and when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! God.
After the pick, here's Mayfield again. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
Good. Run, run, run. What's that?
Baker now from the gun. Finds his man. It's Godwin. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
Good. Pistol, pistol, pistol. What's that?
Play fake. It's Mayfield. He puts some air under this one, deep right. That one's cut at the 10-yard line. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Give him just 1 yard, I think, on the run. Still some work to do here on 2nd and goal.
Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield with a blitz coming. Catch is made in close. And that's a Tampa Bay touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers cut into the lead by another point. Well, the win may be lost, but their effort certainly isn't. They're going to try to get this one back after the score. And the Falcons cover up the kick. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point of the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. Dodges the tackle, and he's in. Touchdown! The Falcons continue adding to an insurmountable lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock. And how about that effort then to keep it going and eventually reach that end zone?
Yeah, that's awesome on the offensive side. Defensively, not every missed tackle is the same. It may be on a stat sheet, but sometimes that help to finish a play isn't arriving quick enough, and you're the only one, the last line of defense. And in that moment, you got to scratch, you got to claw, you got to tear to make the stop, because a broken tackle can mean a touchdown.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Good. What's up?
Back now, pressure on its way. Hauled in by Godwin. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It's a loss of 2.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
At the 28-yard line.
They send a man in motion. Irving here from the gun. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. No gain on the play that time, and it'll be 3rd and 12.
As a corner in this league, well, you can go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. But you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
Right back to Irving now. And he's brought down for a loss.
I wonder who it was, Kate. Which defender had that little bit of clairvoyance that there was a draw coming, include the rest of his buddies in? Because somebody saw that coming. That's the only way they could have been so prepared for what was supposed to be a surprise.
Real. What's up?
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on downs.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
Penix on 1st down. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Couldn't find Kyle Pitts on that throw. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Here we go, sack.
Penix working from the gun. Completed over the middle. And this is down all the way to the 3. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play. Working inside the red zone. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Falcons are running them out of the building. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Koo with the extra point. And the Falcons continue piling on to this lead. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first.